Alright guys, our boy Pete finally
What's up?
made it.
We're here.
We're here at the Golden Nugget. We're getting ready for the BPO tomorrow. These guys, him and me, are gonna play the Mystery Bounty?
Yep.
Mystery Bounty, Progressive Bounty?
Progressive
Bounty.
Bounty.
We're gonna do the Progressive Bounty here at the BPO. We're taking the day off from tournaments because we grinded it out for 13 hours yesterday. Might play some cash, might not, might just chill by the pool. More updates come soon.
Peace.
Alright guys, it is now Monday morning. We're about to head out to the Gladiator, but we're over at the BPO, the Bar Poker Open. Whole nother tournament that we qualified and got a seat for. I'll give you guys a sneak peek of the hall now, even though we're not playing it yet. If I make it deep enough in the Gladiator, we might be missing this one, so hopefully we make it deep. I'm playing to make it deep. If we miss this one, let's just take first in the other one. Maybe, you know what, I'll take top 5, but I'm going for first. I plan to not be here. I plan to take the other one down. But in the event that we miss for whatever reason, we have a whole second tournament to play. Let's get Nick in for the TV time. My boy. Gladiator. Let's go! Hey. We're ready. We're ready. That bracelet. Woo! It's out here first, ladies and gentlemen. First ever WSOP event. We're going to take that bracelet. Let's go. Alright guys, we just pulled up over here to the Paris. We got the rail back there behind us. Oh, sorry, go ahead. We got the rail back there behind us. We're here and we're ready to go. So I'm gonna go in there and find my seat. See you in a bit.
The table we started at was over at the Horseshoe, so it was very comfortable. It wasn't too far away from where we started yesterday, so we had good vibes going into day 2. The table was also on the edge, so our rail could watch as we played. Here's a quick snapshot of the remaining field right before we get started. It didn't take too long before we had all of our chips in the middle. We were on the small blind and an opponent jammed ahead of us. We looked down at king, so obviously we are going to call this. Our opponent flips over king, queen offsuit, so we were looking very pretty. The only thing we're really sweating is some sort of straight or flush draw, so when the dealer throws out an ace high rainbow board, we're looking very good. Second ace on the turn seals his fate, so we end up scooping this massive pot. We have a little under 1.2 million in our chip stack. At the start of this next hand, an opponent shoved another position. We call with ace king offsuit and we go heads up to this run out here. The board came out pretty clean for our hand. It comes out king queen 10 with 2 clubs and we're holding the king of clubs. The turn comes in offsuit 4 and then the river is awful. It's a jack. Could have made an extra 500k in this hand, but instead we end up chopping it up. Some time goes by between our last hand and the current hand. We have switched tables since then and we still have a healthy looking stack. There was some action going around the table and a couple players tried to limp into this pot, so I ended up shoving with pocket 9s. I'm okay just picking up the dead money. If we end up flipping, we end up flipping, but I'd rather just take what's in the middle without the sweat. After some deliberation, the player that ended up betting in front of me does elect to put in the call. So it is a classic flip here with ace king versus pocket 9s. The board comes out jack high with a 9 and a 5 with 2 clubs, 6 of clubs on the turn, 5 if diamonds on the river seals our opponent's fate, and we are going to take down this pot. This next hand I end up breaking down during the break, so I'm going to go ahead and just skim over it for now. Unfortunately, we lost a very big one, so let's just move on to the next hand and I will update you momentarily. After taking a massive loss, we started to get blinded out, so we waited to see 2 face cards or a pocket pair and ended up going all in for our tournament life. We have king jack offsuit and our opponent shows us 9s. They held earlier today, but let's see if we can crack them on their opponent's hand. The board comes out 5, 5, 4. Ace of hearts doesn't change anything, and another 4 on the river seals our fate. We do not improve, and this brings us to the end of our Gladiator run, unfortunately.
All right, guys, vlog update. We got knocked out in 389. It's kind of loud over here, so I'm going to walk this way for the vlog update. 389. I'm proud of how far we got. I don't feel like I've made any mistakes this tournament aside from one. Unfortunately, it was the big one that cost me. So we got ace 10 on the small blind. The blinds were 30, 60, 60. No. The big blind. Yeah, no, the blinds were 30, 60, 60, and I was on the big blind last act. We had a player that was either under the gun or under the gun +1 who raised to 160. Everybody folded over to me, and I was sitting there thinking, you know, if I could shove here, and I got scared. I was like, oh, it's only 100 more. Let's see a flop. If we hit a pair, we'll just go all in. And the player and I were both pretty deep. I had him covered by a good amount, as you saw. Just had like 500 or 600K left over afterwards. But I just called instead of re-raising or shoving, trying to be conservative because I had a big stack, wanted to make it deep. We had top pair, top kicker. I let out for 300K and he ripped it into me on a 2-heart board with a 10 high board with 2 hearts. He had the nut flush draw, and I had top and no hearts. I looked at it. I had already put 300 in there. I was like, I can't fold top. Otherwise, why did I bet that pre or call that pre? And then I'm gonna fold to this after I bet. Like if I check, maybe fold whatever. But why would I play ace 10 if I'm gonna fold top pair once I hit the board? I figured he didn't have an overpair. Otherwise, he would have shoved. Jacks are better. He would have just shoved pre, right? So the read was right. Unfortunately, he hit his heart on the turn. That kind of crippled us. Got it all in once, but nobody called, so if you guys didn't see that, just scooped a small amount of blinds. There was one spot where I still had like 600K, I think, or maybe 500, close to 500 or 6 still. I had 8-9 suited, and I felt like I could steal the blinds. I was on the button, and I just had to get through the blinds. Or I think I was on the cutoff, so I was like, oh, because I'm on the cutoff, it looks a little stronger than the button move. And then I folded it, even though I thought I could get it through. Flop, the two players in the blinds just flatted, small blind flatted, the big blind checked. Flop came out 2 9s. I was like, crap, I should have shoved there. Probably would have gotten through. Even if I get called, I get a nice little double up. That is still questionable though. Like I don't really want to put my tournament life on the line for 8-9 suited, because if I didn't hit, then I would have been super pissed about it. So I'm less upset about that decision. And yeah, I don't know. Sucks. Man, I'm kind of beating myself up, not gonna lie. But we did good. It was our first WSOP event. It was the Gladiator. There was over 20K people in there, and we got to 300 and some change. So something to be proud of. Now we're gonna go play the BPO. Hopefully we make it deeper there. At least we got another big tournament to play. All right, I'll see you guys later. Update coming shortly. We're gonna go do a whole separate Instagram thread for the BPO. So if you guys want the real-time stack updates, catch you there. See ya.
We shook off the turmoil of defeat as we got ready for our next tournament. We'd gotten back to the Nugget around 2:30, so we hung out for about an hour. I think I jumped in the pool for a little bit to try and de-stress a little bit and had some ceviche, but now we are getting ready for our next big event. Time to bag once again. A couple hours go by, we double up our chip stack by level 5. Sorry for the terrible zoom in, we're not very fluid with it yet, but yep, level 5, blinds are 5,000, 1,000. We had a little over 60K in our stack. A couple levels go by and the chip stack is still growing ever slowly. A little bit better on the zoom in there, but not much.
All right, guys, quick update. We have a $69,000 stack, like $69,700. We're doing pretty good. Haven't even had to bluff too much. I think I bluffed maybe once or twice in the first 5 levels. We're currently on break, about to start in 4 minutes. Feeling good, feeling confident. We're doing great. We're chipped up. We have more than double starting stack, so we can see some hands, play some cards. No real hands to review. A lot of pocket pairs over a bunch of boards. Yeah, nothing special, but we're doing good. I'll keep you guys posted and updated. We're just gonna slowly build up the stack, take it little by little, and hopefully we make it to the top, I think 14. There's 255 people. We need to make it to the top 14. It's kind of nuts, but we'll bag before that. So, and we have a free roll for tomorrow as well. So I'll keep you guys updated. Talk to you soon. Peace.
We kept the progress moving in the right direction. Our chip stack was looking pretty healthy at 135-ish K by level 9. Unfortunately, we punted some of this before the next break.
Coming at you with the level type break update. Me and my boy Nick are still in it. What's your chip stack looking like?
I'm chip leader at my table. There's nine tables left. We're playing down to 14 people. So I think we're looking pretty good.
All right, we're looking pretty good.
We're playing tag team tomorrow.
I have about 70 in my stack. I had close to 130, 140. I ended up punting a bit of it. Got it back from the same person. We got down to 40. Now we're back up to 70. That's workable. We can work with that. More coming soon.
We have a little bit over 80K in our stack, with the blinds getting to 1,500, 3,000 with 80 players left. Some time goes by and we get over 100K at level 12 with 70 players left. We get a little bit further, closer to 140, 150K at level 13 with 60 players left. And we just keep going up and up. We have well over 200K in our stack now at level 14 with 50 players left. And then it goes even further with over 400K chips in our stack. 39 players to go. It's looking fantastic.
All right, guys, we're back with another update. This is Donnie Sunshine, the leader of our wonderful little group here in our league. We just doubled up, or not doubled up, well, we just won a big hand with 5-6 offsuit because we got let into the pot.
Flop was 2-3-4.
Flop was 2-3-4, and the button ripped it on us with 3-4. We snapped that off and we held. 410K, 39 people left. We got this shit. We got this shit.
Let's go, JJ. We got this, man.
My boy.
We're gonna hold up. We're gonna grind. We're gonna make it to the top 14. I think left that make it to day 2.
Easy.
We're gonna bag. We're gonna go. Let's go. We got this, Sunshine.
And guess who's still in it too, mother?
Oh, yeah, man. Let's go.
We get our chips colored up, but we still have about 420,000 at level 16 with 31 players remaining. We're playing pretty conservatively. We lose a little bit of chips, and that's when it finally happens. After hitting that wonderful milestone, we looked like a serious contender for bagging for day 2. We were at 30 people and just had to make it to 14 with our massive stack. We were playing tight, but we were also playing to win, and unfortunately, that's what brought us to this next tragedy. We got it all in on the flop, kings versus nines on an 8 high board versus the other big stack at the table, who unfortunately barely had us covered. This happened at level 17. We got knocked out in 20th place. Ended up cashing for 500, but it's not what we wanted. We definitely wanted to go deeper. We'll go over to the real-time update on how we were feeling.
All right, guys, we got Lou and Margot with us. Where's Margot? Oh, she's tonight in the background. All right, so we just made it super deep into the BPO. We just got knocked out in the 21st spot. Ended up min cashing, I think, for $500, which is just a flat payout to everybody that bags. We were 6 spots away, 14, yeah, 7 spots away from making day 2. Absolutely disgusting situation. So we are, I think I was the button or on the small blind or something with pocket kings. Somebody in middle position opens up to 60K pre-flop with 9s. Action folds over to me. I thought about re-raising it, but didn't want to give away the strength of our hand, so I just flat called. The other blind gets out of the way, so yeah, it must have been small blind because there's someone to act after me. The flop comes out 8, 7, and I think the last card was a deuce, maybe a 3. It was a rainbow. Super safe board for my kings. I check it over to the opponent. He goes 150. I snap all in, and then I even looked at him. Normally when I have a monster, I just stare at the board and not give information, but I intentionally looked at him, made eye contact because I wanted him to think I was weak. He snapped me off with 9s. He goes jack on the turn, 10 on the river to give him a straight, and he had me covered. Absolutely disgusting. Now we have to play day 2 tomorrow, which I was going to play anyway and try to double bag, but we were so close to bagging, I didn't want to have to worry about whether or not we were going to bag tomorrow. But now we have to bag tomorrow if we want to make day 2. So, talk to you guys in the morning. We're going to go get some Chick-fil-A, call it a night. Sign off, ladies.